Wow. The 2020 presidential election is definitely on the forefront of a lot of people's minds right now, even the writers of Saturday Night Live.
That's right, Kayla. The season premiere of SNL took the opportunity to base their cold open on the current political climate for their season premiere. And Ryan is here to tell us about the eventful episode.
Take it away, Ryan.
Hey sneak peekers. For the premiere of their 46th season, Saturday Night Live returned to their studio at 30 Rock with host Chris Rock and special musical guest Megan Thee Stallion. How did they fare and how was the show different from their at-home episodes? Well, let's get into it. SNL's last in-person episode was March 7th, 2020 with Daniel Craig, musical guest The Weeknd. Following the stay-at-home order, the cast and crew pulled off 3 at-home episodes. Other live late-night programs also produced content from home, including fellow NBC shows like Jimmy Fallon, and other programs like Trevor Noah, Stephen Colbert, and John Oliver. These at-home programs were lauded upon release for their creativity. A lot of them took advantage of the at-home environment to introduce new tones, new ways to tell jokes, or new opportunities to connect with audiences. But for this season premiere, SNL returned to their old stage and unfortunately fell back into a lot of their old patterns. As can be expected, all the skits had something to do with the COVID-19 pandemic, whether it was a news broadcast from an outbreak point, stunt performers working from home, or wondering what the bottom half of your date's face looks like. On top of host Chris Rock and musical guest Megan Thee Stallion, the episode also featured Alec Baldwin and Jim Carrey doing a spin on the presidential debate during the cold open, and Maya Rudolph making an appearance as Kamala Harris. This episode also marked the first appearance of UT and Moody alum Andrew Dismukes as an actor. Andrew Dismukes has been a writer on SNL since 2017, but appeared in a sketch for the first time during the premiere episode. I think this premiere definitely did some things right. Megan was a great musical guest that brought a lot of star power to the show. I think her performances were great both in terms of presentation and obviously in terms of musical content. Megan performed both Savage and Don't Stop, which featured Young Thug. I also think the cold open debate was pretty funny. Carrey gives a great Joe Biden impression, and I'm curious to see how often they use him leading up to the election. Weekend Update had some good moments as well, but ultimately a lot of the skits felt very same old for Saturday Night Live, which is disappointing. My main takeaway with the episode was the normalcy of it all. With the stay-at-home episodes, SNL and other late-night programs had to find innovative ways to create content, and through that innovation, I thought we actually got a lot of great material. Coming back in the studio was a chance for all of these shows to change up the format a little bit and blend some of the new in with the old. But the premiere episode of SNL felt content to fall back into the same rhythm SNL has been in for years now, and it honestly felt a little tired here. Sure, there were some funny segments, but ultimately the comedic aspects of the show just didn't have a lot of energy or momentum, especially compared to Megan's musical performances. But my hopes are up for the upcoming episodes. Issa Rae is an upcoming host and I'm a huge fan of hers, especially from her show Insecure, so hopefully she can inject some life into SNL. SNL isn't the only show returning to the studio after at-home episodes. The aforementioned late-night shows, after much success at home, have almost all returned to the studio. Fallon, Kimmel, Colbert, and Corden are all in person, with the notable exceptions being John Oliver and Trevor Noah. As COVID cases increase, it'll be interesting to watch and see what these shows do, but in the meantime, I'll look forward to future SNL episodes. Thanks, and now back to Kayla and Sydney.